Hello everyone, welcome to Club Healed Human. I'm Kimberly, I am your spiritual minister, I am your healer, and I am your energy transmutation specialist. And boy oh boy, this is like my 6th location today. Nothing but interruption after interruption after interruption. Welcome. I finally just pulled over because you know what? Spirituality just is. Although I've tried to make it nice, and go in a park. Actually, I've tried 3 parks so far. You don't have to be anywhere special. You could be sitting at a park, sitting on the beach, sitting on your sofa, having a cup of coffee, at your desk. You could just listen in and not even watch, but just hear it in the background. Because spirituality just is. You don't need anything special to be spiritual. And today is Throat Chakra Friday. And Throat Chakra Friday is all about recognizing all of the beautiful energy that we have accumulated so far this week, and recognizing it and identifying it and utilizing it correctly as a form of communication. So let's talk about that. On Monday, we found and accepted just how magnificent we are. On Tuesday, we sought the joy in our life and made a point of making a list of what brings us joy. We even reconsidered relationships and circumstances that, we already have, to re-identify the joy that's inherent within them. Wednesday, we stepped out for the very first time, sacral chakra. We allowed our full, joyous, magnificent self to begin acting like that in real life, becoming more authentic, sticking our toe in the pool for the first time to see how others receive us. It's like a little bit of a learning curve as we progress into our spirituality, into our most authentic selves. And then with all of that knowledge we've gained, we bring it into heart chakra. And the heart chakra provides that activation and that love of oneself, where the marriage of your masculine and your feminine aspect of you come together so that they can begin projecting who they are the proper way, on the proper foundation, right from here on out. Now, our energy vibration has increased to such a degree because we have recreated a foundation for ourselves. So many people go foundationless, stand for nothing, fall for everything type of thing. Or they have such a low self-esteem about themselves because they are so inauthentic towards themselves, wearing the mask still, that they never receive this beautiful burst of energy. And it's all just like, fake it till you make it type of thing. And, excuse me, my alarm. And, just mustering it up from somewhere to move forward in your best foot. Well, when you're spiritual, this comes about so beautifully because your wisdom is increasing, your personal energy vibration is increasing, your endocrine system is beginning to heal itself, and you receive that heart chakra activation. Now your emotions, your mental are all starting to jive together in this understanding about who you are and where you fit in. And as we move into the throat chakra Friday, what's happening is now our energy is so vibrant, we've created a bubble for ourselves, a love bubble. And this love bubble precedes us everywhere we go. For instance, if you're walking into, say, the convenience store, your energy arrives before you do. And at some point when your energy becomes so great, you will be amazed how people react to you. They look up at you from 20 feet away, not because they saw you, but because they felt you. Subconsciously, their energetic vibration is drawn to your energetic vibration. When you have a low energetic vibration, that's what people are receiving. That's how people get in little tiffs. That's how you project a negative day upon yourself. But when you have a positive energy vibration, people are more likely to respond in a positive way because they can't help themselves. Positive energy is so much more powerful than negative energy that I just actually get joy. I love to walk through the Walmart parking lot, and I'll be, like I said, 20 feet away from someone, and someone will look up at me, and I'll look them dead in their eyes and smile. And it just seems like for so many people, that may have been the one and only smile that they saw all day. Some people captured in their minds in the midst of problems and stuck in the illusions and the nonsense of what we feel is our real world here. That when something really real, when your soul is emitting that level of energy, real recognizes real. Real responds to real. And there's no denying it. And the person who's looking at you, that's receiving your energy, that's receiving your smile, they may not even understand yet what's happening, but you do. This is leadership. This is being a teacher. You're teaching others just by being you. And you're attracting to you the people that need your leadership example of maintaining a high vibration. Now let's talk about this energy bubble, okay? First of all, the only thing that it's capable of transmitting is truth. So you're armed with the sword of truth. You're armed with a level of protection which you've never experienced before. You're armed with a level of energy which you haven't felt in a really long time, not genuinely like that. You're armed with a depth of love for the first time like this in your whole life. And only truth can be seen and expressed. Because only truth brings you to your most authentic place of the heart chakra. That's what we activated yesterday. Your truth, your authenticity. And it speaks volumes. Now what happens is, as you move forward in this truth of you, you begin to really, really see for yourself super ultra clarity. Without saying a word, without even having to look too much into it, you could look upon a landscape and begin to notice things that perhaps you hadn't noticed before. Now that you've learned more about yourself, and now you have a comparison of opposites, now it's much easier to view the opposites in the playing field, and it may be you and others, when you may be the only one in your surroundings that have achieved this level of oneness with self. Now this bubble of yours, it's all yours. You are completely responsible for the proper performance of your bubble. And your bubble was meant to protect you. Your bubble was meant to allow you to love in safety. Your bubble was meant to enable you to express your joy freely. And that communication is the most important communication that we could ever experience. Now, this love bubble, it is yours. It is the one thing that not one person can take away from you or affect unless you allow them to do so. Your bubble is essentially a boundary as well. What you allow in your world now that you've become more authentic and realize what's right for you, the boundary then is set. Your boundaries disable anyone from penetrating your bubble in a way that you would not like it to be. So this love bubble, you can decorate it. Oh, you can have a good old time with that. I just had a picture of soft, fuzzy pink stuff all around the whole bubble with neon lights flashing. Kind of retro, if you will. With a big fluffy pillow and a big comfy chair. Nice puffy rug. Nice cozy blankie. Fresh air. Beautiful godly light that replenishes you with every breath you take. This is where you make your plans for your future. This is where you settle back into yourself and say, yeah, this is what it is right here. Look, I hardly need to do a thing to bend my reality into what it is that I want, because this is my bubble and it could be anything I want it to be. I could go vacation. I could get a new job. I could write a book. I could do absolutely anything because this is my bubble and I'm safe to do what I please. No one can hurt me and I am perfectly safe. This level of gratitude, then, that you have for your position within your bubble, that feeling then it generates, it's priceless. This is the piece right here that you begin to appreciate so much. This is a place that you've worked so hard to get to. And you didn't work so hard to get to it, other than the hard work that you put into it, leading up to your realization of your own magnificence. From the magnificence forward, it's been a cakewalk. The Most High Creator doesn't make anything difficult. Only we do. When it's difficult, it's not of Him. So all of these things that we've become accustomed to, rush, 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 hurry, 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 meet this deadline, make sure you perform in that way, none of that exists in your bubble. Your bubble seeks to replenish your very essence of self, bringing creativity and love and joy and protection up to the surface for your immediate enjoyment. This is really what you call immediate gratification. Anytime you want to, you can step into that bubble and be in that bubble where you're safe and protected. It is a place where you could go to where you feel fear or you feel anxiety or discontent. Go back to your bubble and replenish yourself. It's exactly the only thing that you need. It's not a cocktail. It's not drugs. What you want is within you, and you find it in your bubble, because that's what you created your bubble to be for you. You follow? Now, today, let's talk about the different things of today. Sorry, I got a trailer backing in right next to me. Okay, the endocrine effects that we're having today is the thyroid and the parathyroid, which means that we're balancing our metabolic rate and we're balancing our logic and emotion. Now see, when we're talking about the masculine and the feminine within us, yesterday we were married, and today we're learning how to be within our energy, be our most natural selves, both feminine and masculine. So in addition to the puffy pink that I have all inside my bubble with the neon signs and all the cozy, I just might have a toolbox right over there. You know what I mean? The masculine sense of me might be feeling inclined to go wrench on my car. Or I might be feeling inclined to begin a new business. And this is where the feminine is all dreamy like, and the masculine is relaxed enough where the masculine and the feminine are beginning to communicate. The masculine understands exactly what's on the feminine's mind, and he sets out to bring that forward in the most advantageous way for himself and everyone else. This is how the masculine and the feminine begin to work together within you, and balancing our metabolic rate is causing all of our systems to finally come to this grounding. We're no longer, our body's not swinging this way and that way. This is a regulation of salt, a regulation of sugar, the regulation of the fight or flight, the adrenals. This is a balancing of our base emotions and desires. This is us coming into our full alignment. Our digestion has been positively impacted. Our hormones have been positively impacted. And today with the thyroid and the parathyroid, that's just another level of hormone that's coming online so that our bodies begin operating more smoothly. And when we're feeling like we are grounded, when we feel that we are in control, then of course our emotions and our logic then have the freedom to relax and be. Being to oneself, even during the throat chakra, which is the energy communication, is the most advantageous position to be in when you're manifesting. Relaxed state, safety net all around us, our protective bubble. Nothing can come in unless we allow it to come in. And we are able to be who exactly we are 100% of the time inside that bubble. And because we have the ability to do that, it gives us the strength and the stamina and the self-esteem to continue to bring that most authentic self out into the world. That's how our energy begins to precede us. That's what it is that people sense about us. Not when we're running around all crazy, do this, do that, do this, do that. We all have those times. Sometimes those times are every single day. But at the bottom of all things, at the root of all things, at the foundation of all things, it all rests on the highest best for yourself and others. And it's safe, and it's truthful, and it's the most powerful place that you can be for yourself and for everyone else. The color for today is blue. The crystal for today is lapis lazuli. I just lost my bracelet this morning, but here I have a ring. That's lapis lazuli. The archangel is Metatron. Now, I like Metatron for Throat Chakra Friday because when we're in the relaxed state and able to allow our feminine and our masculine to safely commune together, then we are bringing into fruition plans, intentions, desired outcomes. And Metatron is the one that helps us see from a higher level perspective, not getting lost in the day-to-day distractions or requirements, but allowing ourselves to be who we are and assisting ourselves to see the bigger picture with more clarity, which brings more truth, which makes better judgment and decision for ourselves. A very important thing. Well, now don't forget to move on over to the next video, which is the food and fitness for today. Today is about raw veggies, and we're going to sing. So that's all I have for today. Be strong today. Take some time, like lay back for 10, 15, or however long. And imagine that bubble. Kind of like as a child blows bubbles, right? Imagine that giant wand for one giant bubble, and you put it in the soapy stuff. You pick it up and you go, and it becomes a giant, beautiful bubble, iridescent, floating in the air, just like a balloon floating up in the sky. Imagine your bubble. Decorate it. Be one with it. And recognize that it is your safe haven to be all that you can be. It is the center of creation, the center of rest, the center of self-esteem, the center of self-care. As long as you're in your bubble, you're safe. And there's no reason for you ever to leave your bubble unless you really want to. All right, I'll see you at the food and fitness. I love you. Bye for now.